Well, I hope my signal will last. So here we are. Get ready for this. Are you ready? We're here. This is the amazing mill pond, Jackson Blue cave system. I already met the sheriff of this great town right here. There he is.
Hey guys.
Could be more friends. Say hi on Dive Talk.
Hey guys.
Are you guys fans of Ed?
Oh, absolutely. Ed
He's
Sorensen
amazing.
is a gem, man.
He is a
He
gem.
is we have a dive team, of course, but we don't have cave divers per se. And Ed is a huge asset to our team. He's an amazing guy, and and with his shop, he helps us out a lot. Gets us the equipment we need at a reasonable price. He's just an amazing guy, man. We love some Ed.
And you know what? I mean, he's brought all of us into your town, and your town has always welcomed us. Like, even, you should know, even the community, the hotels, the restaurants, stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But what's really amazing is what's right under here. So we've got some unbelievable caves.
Some of the most amazing.
I would say some world-class diving. There's world-class divers everywhere walking around here, cave divers, and a lot of us, maybe most of us, could be all of us, have been trained by Ed.
That's right. He's known around the world.
Oh, for sure.
We love Jackson County. Jackson County is known for its outdoors and its springs and its caves. So
beautiful.
If you have never visited, come to Jackson County. I promise you won't regret it.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Thank you, man.
I'm going to show you guys just a little bit of, so this is kind of like, this is where we all get ready. We all get dressed over here. Look how many people are here for this event. Isn't that awesome? I'm so proud of Cave Adventurers. I'm proud to have been trained here. And I'm just proud that Ed is such a part of the reason that we all love cave. I see so many of my friends are here. It's so cool. I see rebreathers all over the place, which is awesome. And yeah, so this area that I'm showing you is the entrance to JB Cave System. There's more than just JB. You look at this mill pond. There's caves all throughout here. Ed and his team know them very, very well. And they're big. These are big, big caves. These are, I would call them pretty advanced caves. At times, these caves can have a pretty serious flow. They can really be ripping. We got a few divers under there. It looks like they're getting ready to dive. They're filming. They're either preparing to go on a dive or just got back from a dive. Hard for me to know. But basically what happens is you go about where the diving board is. Underneath it, you go underneath this cement, and that's sort of the entrance way to JB. And you can see ripples in the water. There is flow. At times, this can be heavy flow. I mean, to do our DPV cave training here was quite the challenge, but you get excellent training. Here's a couple of sea crafts. Here's that new little baby sea craft. Gus and I both have this sea craft, so. Hey, are you guys cave divers? Look at that camera system, beautiful. I don't know who that is, but whoever it is, he can't hear me. They have their hoods on, so a lot of times I cannot hear. Hey, are you a cave diver? Look at that. Have you guys just gotten back, or are you about to go?
I'm here to film.
Okay, I'm here to film you filming. I'm gonna come in, I'm ready. I'm in my cave. No, I'm not in my cave attire. It looks amazing.
Oh, come on.
So I just came to film the event today and meet all these amazing cave divers. There's probably a lot of divers in the system.
I'm an amazing cave diver.
Yes, you are. Who is that under there?
My name is Michael.
Hey, Michael.
I'm one of the Cave Adventures instructors.
Oh, Michael, you guys are the best. In my opinion, for whatever that's worth, may not be worth much, but I've done a lot of training worldwide, and when I train at Cave Adventures, it's next level. That's for sure, in my opinion.
Awesome.
So I'm trying to describe to them, why don't you tell them, like, What is this area, and where's the entrance to the JB cave from here? So you go right under there, and sometimes, would you call this heavy flow or light flow today? Light flow. So sometimes it can be ripping, you know. Not today. That's good. That's nice. And yeah, you just go right under there, and then it opens up into a huge cave system. This is like a staging area, which is very nice to put your tanks on. You can do all your pre-dive checks right here, which is very, very nice. Pre-dive checks are something we always do. Wow. Well, here comes a giant crew, including the man himself. You know I'm not going to wait to go live. I'm already explaining your awesomeness here. Oh my God, absolutely. So glad to see you guys. And I just love...
Hey everybody.
There he is. That's why we're all here. And we've all, many of us, if not all of us, if not 98% of us have been trained by this guy right here. Oh, something's happening, so I'm gonna film that. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't even know there was something, but cool. Wow, perfect. Oh, this is cool. I wonder what they're doing. 20th anniversary ribbon cut. Look at this. This is beautiful.
Keep backing up. When you hear splash, stop.
How cool is this? This is so nice.
Yep.
Wow. I'm getting in the photo. I'm absolutely getting in the photo. I'm gonna get in the photo and photo while I'm getting in the photo. Okay, this is cool. 20th anniversary ribbon cutting type of ceremony thing going on. Well, okay, here we go. Beautiful.
We're gonna look at this guy first.
Okay, so you're seeing a giant. Yes.
You can look right here at Chastity with Visit Jackson County. That would be great. Everybody look here. Anyone else? All right.
Whenever you guys are ready.
All right, here we go. I gotta record them cutting this because this is like a big special moment, you know? I mean, Cave Adventurers really put this place on the map and really deserves this.
All right. And if it doesn't cut, just act like it does. Sometimes it doesn't like the coating on the ribbon. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. Everybody cheer.
Yeah. Woo. Beautiful. That's so nice. That's really awesome. Yeah, so I mean, you know.
Everybody that wants to sign it. Thanks everybody.
Isn't that nice? So these guys are already in the cave. I did not bring my cave diving gear today, which looking at this makes me want to be in there right now, but I'm just here for a quick trip. Yep, most of us that are using in this area dive propulsion vehicles are using Seacraft. Ed's a big dealer of Seacraft. You're going to see a lot of Steel 50s. That's a preferred setup of Cave Adventures in their setup using the Sidewinder. Most people use a katana too. I use X Deep's harness. I kind of switched to aluminum 80s. It just for me, I'm pretty light. So anyway, it doesn't matter. They work with all the configurations, but you know, you can see I'm trying to show you guys just how beautiful this is. There's many caves. It's not just JB. There's Hole in the Wall. There's Shangri-La. Remember I filmed on that? That thing is tiny. And these are huge cave systems. They don't really know how far back they go. I mean, Ed and his team have been way, way back, like beyond 10,000 feet back. So, and there's still more that has not been explored. And they continue to, some of them, I believe, push these caves further. So that's pretty cool. And I'm going to be filming throughout the day. I'm going to do some really cool interviews, okay? I'm going to do some interviews on some questions that are out there. A big one, huge one, is one big question I'll discuss with this team is sort of the transition between recreational diving and technical diving in general. So that won't just be for cave diving. Then we'll discuss what does it take to be CCR trained. Then what does it take to be CCR cave trained and all the advancements beyond that. I think that's a good discussion point. And I think what else we're going to talk a lot about, guys, is just some questions that people have had about various different accidents, what caused them, what didn't cause them. Also going to allow you guys to ask a bunch of questions. I'll have a chance to interview Ed later. Right now he's busy. And I'm going to interview some of his team. They may be cave diving right now. And I'm going to interview some other people as well. We'll wait and do that a little bit later. But for now, I'm just giving you a preview of everything that's going on here. It's cool. They've got a lot of the special ops guys here. So these are different giveaways, which is very nice. Look at all these giveaways. Isn't that nice? These vendors. So this is all their various giveaways. Let me show you this. Really nice stuff. Beautiful. X deep, big. Wow, that's nice. You can see the shirts. Everybody got a nice shirt. Oh, I should have brought mouth straps. I don't know why I forgot to bring them. But look how much nice stuff people donated. Really good. X Deep is a big friend of this guy right here, that's for sure. And I love their fins. They switch me to their fins. These fins, when I switch to those fins, game changer right here. Oh my gosh. Absolutely love that. So take a look at what's going on here. Very nice.
Anyone running down the hill?
If nobody claims it, it'll be me.
Okay, all right.
Wow, really awesome. Very nice. People are just giving stuff away. Hey, right, congrats. This is so cool, people watching from around the world. Thank you. Congrats. Say hi to the world, the whole world. There's people literally from all over the world watching. What'd you win? Oh, very nice. Very cool. Okay, I'm kind of excited about that. Triple layer chocolate cake.
277.
Nice. Okay, let me walk around some more. Ooh, we have a winner? He looks like you're on a mission to go. What's happening? You're doing a rebreather class. Nice. Very nice.
5-4.
Isn't that cool? So that's a great thing.
Coming down the hill.
Why would you tell somebody?
We do a lot of that as well at our events. The Try Rebreather stuff is great. There's Terry. What's going on? A lot of the people from around the world are like watching right now, which is kind of neat.
What are you doing?
Remember her? Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, well, so that's cool that they're doing Try Rebreather sessions. Look how many people are using these exits. So this is this a Sidewinder? Let's see, yeah. Right, this is a Sidewinder. So this is a KISS Sidewinder. Many of us dive this when cave diving. So I can sort of describe it. What's going on here is this is the first scrubber. So basically you exhale, goes in. Okay, comes down, crosses over, goes to the second scrubber over here, comes up, goes in here. So it just continues the circle. Well, it actually goes this way. Crosses through the counter lungs, comes up. Second cleaning there, back in. First cleaning, counter lungs. Second scrubber cleaning, back in your mouth. And this thing just puts you in trim. This is an ADV down there. Looks like he's plugged his overpressure valve. Some people do that. This is a standard setup, so they'll put their writing slates right there on their wrist, mounted with the Shearwater computer. And then you can see this little O2 tank. This would probably last, gosh, this could be a good 4 or 5 hour dive if you don't have big work of breathing. So typical Sidewinder setup on the Katana 2. And let's see how they have this. Oh, this has a needle valve. That's really cool. It can slow down the flow of the O2, which is really nice right there. That's kind of a cool setup. And you can see this has a shutoff valve, which is great because sometimes you need it for the ADV firing. And that way you don't have to take the ADV off, you just shut it off. This is a shutoff valve for the O2, and we are definitely going to be talking to Ed, continuing the conversation about issues that may have happened as it relates to the O2 being shut off, and whether or not is it even possible to go hypoxic at a particular depth with an air diluent. It's always possible to go hypoxic. Okay, it's always possible, but it really takes a lot because you're going to collapse your lung volume. You're going to have to add diluent. That's a theme we're going to continue talking about today. It's a hot topic, but we're going to talk about the journey to tech diving. These guys all know the journey from rec to tech, any kind of tech, not just rebreather. Then the journey from tech to CCR. Then the journey from CCR to cave diving, then the journey from cave diving CCR to DPV cave diving, and then more, because there's a lot more classes after that, like stage bottle, advanced cave diving, staging. It just never ends. How many caves are in this area? Do you guys know how many different caves are in the mill pond here? You guys remember this guy, by the way? This is Benjamin. He's usually behind the camera filming us.
I like to hide, behind the scenes.
No hiding today, Benjamin. No hiding today. Okay, go ahead. Tell us what's here.
We've got a Shangri-La right down there.
Tiny.
Yeah, tiny. It doesn't go that far. Then you've also got Twin. Done Twin. Right.
Yes.
On those videos. And then there's Hole in the Wall.
Yes. And then.
Sorry, we're doing try rebreather. I gotta get people going.
And then JB. JB's over there.
Those are the main ones on the mill pond here. But there's several others in the area.
Yeah. So that's
Caves everywhere. I love it.
Yes, there are. Okay, so we got some. Ooh, good. Look at this. We have an live in action. Just tried a Sidewinder. That's kind of cool. Is that your first time on a Sidewinder? Okay. Well, this is going to be cool. How did you feel?
It was good. I liked it.
Yeah. Was it easy to stay in trim?
Oh yeah, it was very easy actually.
And how is the breathing? Easy to breathe?
I've never been on a rebreather before, so I thought it was gonna be hard. It was okay.
Yeah.
243.
And where did you go? What kind of depth did you go to?
We were just in the cavern.
Yeah, but how deep in the cavern? Okay. So, very easy to use, right?
Yeah, I thought so.
All right. There you go. That's fresh out of a try rebreather. That's kind of cool that we got to see that. So anyway, that's a standard Sidewinder she's on. It's probably one of the teams. That could be Benjamin's, but it's interesting. They've all put on these needle valves. This looks like to change the flow of the O2. Good job, I think. probably. So yeah, you see they've all done this. See, this is experimental, but they put on these needle valves. This will, so that, let me tell you why that's important. As you go deep, really, really deep, you can slow down the flow of the O2, right? If you're really, really deep, like a couple 100 feet and below, you don't want that full flow of the oxygen because that can spike on you in a second. So they can control that. They can turn it down so that removes that risk. So, you know, there's a lot of technology, but I think the best part about all of this unit is it's actually the simplicity. The less is better.
Less is better.
Less is better.
100% agree.
Right? It's just less is better.
If you don't have it, it can't break.
And you just don't really need all that much. I mean, this unit is got everything you need to cave dive. So really cool. Is that yours, Benjamin? This one?
No, this is Maddie's and this is Ed's.
Nice.
I didn't bring mine 'cause I would've been
There's
if
why
you wouldn't see me, I'd be in the cave.
Yeah, no. Same with me. That's why I didn't.
So, this puts you in this one.
It's interesting. Looks like they both
So if you want to,
they both have blocked the overpressure valve. It's pretty neat. And so these guys are doing try rebreather. So guys, you can do this, right? You can do try rebreather sessions at various events. And then you're going to get to go in the water. You'll be in with an instructor and you'll be in the cavern. And you get to experience this beautiful water. This temperature is probably, by the way, about 68-ish. Well, in the cavern, it may be a little warmer, but it's usually generally right around 68 here. And the other Florida caves, like in High Springs, are typically a little warmer, maybe in the 72-degree range. So most of us wear a dry suit. And yeah. So this guy right here, you see this guy? I love this guy. I want you all to say hi to the famous Mehdi and a great Cave Adventures instructor. He's gonna hug me and he's all wet and I'm backing up. So basically it's really cool. I was telling them all about, you guys are doing try rebreathers, which is so nice.
I've been doing them since this morning on the Dives of Liberty segment.
Oh, cool. Wow, that's nice, both of them.
It's getting pretty popular. I'm just about to get into the water.
Nice.
Daphne brought me some food. Have you seen Daphne?
No. Oh,
There
there she is.
That's
Hi,
my
Daphne.
wife, guys.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. And you?
Nice.
Looking after me. Thank you.
That's nice, by the way. It's just easy to reach and, just sticks out and looking good, looking happy, smiling.
Yeah.
You're both looking great. And yeah, it's a great turnout. So, Mehdi is one of the instructors here. Later on, I'm going to be talking to a lot of their instructors. I told you, I want to discuss the journey that you will go on for getting into tech diving. I'm going to discuss that journey with these guys later. And it'll be an interesting conversation. So the other rebreather that he's talking about is this Liberty. They're a dealer in that as well. See how this is a rebreather, but a lot of them like this because it's, how do I explain it? This is on your side. It's not on your back. It's the whole entire rebreather is like a second tank on your side. And what's nice about it is you can actually take it off and push it in front of you, which is very nice for certain restrictions. So that's a big deal. It's very cool. I like it because they're it's pretty cool because they're in just a few minutes they're on a rebreather, and in a few more minutes they're underwater on a rebreather, and it's just that easy. So it's pretty cool. I would say the two preferred harnesses are you got the X Deep and the Katana 2. I don't think they really care which one you use, and they make them fit you. This is how Benjamin is suiting him up, making sure everything fits properly. That's actually a pretty good fit. Nice and streamlined. Feel pretty good on you? Comfortable?
I've never wore one before.
All right.
Wearing Ed's. Feels comfortable.
It's nice. It's going to put you right into trim.
It will.
Absolutely, it will, and you'll see just how easy it is to use when you get in the water. That's the best part about it.
I've never actually used one of these before. I've been diving for
Welcome to the world of CCR, especially Sidewinder. Oh, cool. That's great. Awesome. So you'll experience it. It's very easy. Very, very easy to use, which is why everybody loves it. And
Yeah, that's where they start. By the time you add all the fittings and stuff, because a lot of it is a base unit because Kiss doesn't know what you're.
well, you got to buy the computers. You got to buy tanks.
I got that. I got a lot of stuff there.
Well, then you.
I don't have this equipment. This here.
Yeah, I mean you.
Side mounts and all those.
If that's all you needed, if it was.
What I have on is Ed's. I'm taking it home with me.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's gonna let you. I'm sure he'll let you do that.
No, we read a lot about it.
So that's probably around, just to answer your question, if you only needed the Sidewinder, you already had the computer, you already had the tanks, whatever, you're in the 5 to 6 range. If that's all you needed.
You're talking about side mounts, right?
So this is an O2 bottle. Okay, that O2 bottle is going to flow in, we call it constant mass flow. It's going to trickle oxygen into the system continuously to replace the oxygen that you metabolize, because everybody's metabolizing some O2. But on that little O2 tank, you could do a big dive, believe it or not, like hours, many hours of it. Well, good. We'll see how you like it after. We'll talk to you. I'm Woody. I'm with Dive Talk, and I
I made him listen to the just heard of your dive talk on the car trip down here. I made him listen to it.
Nice. Thank you.
You and
Gus, yep.
oh yeah,
Awesome.
I introduced him to it on the way up.
Thank you. Enjoy it.
You were talking
Enjoy it.
about where you take your students but then drop down on the coral. You don't want to do that, where you put too much.
Oh, God, no, yeah. Well, that's happened a lot over the years, unfortunately. What they're going to be really good about here at Cave Adventurers, though, is making you realize you don't need to be insecure about your weighting. In other words, you don't need to overweight. And with the rebreather, with this, you can control a lot of your buoyancy, with the volume of air in your counter lungs. You don't need to be pounding this. You don't need to be pounding your BCD. You don't need, you can control it with your counter lungs if you're weighted properly. So you'll feel that. You'll get to play around with that. Oh yeah, I'm a KISS instructor. I do the Sidewinder and the KISS Spirit, a backbound, and also the new one, which is called the Go, which is a little chest mounted if I'm going to jump off a boat. But for cave diving, Woody exclusively uses the Sidewinder because I trust it. I just totally trust Mike and the design of the Sidewinder, which Ed had his hand in. It's super reliable. He's not. Thank God. Oh, thanks, Gus.
All right, gents.
All right, here we go.
Nice to meet you guys. Ben, what we're going to do? And that's why we manage today is basically breathing. Water breathing is something that
275.
so I just
275.
we breathe up less than 5 minutes. We're going to depend on about half an hour. I'm going to give you about 1% of all the information we get about the class. But I'm going to explain you the basic O2 at gas, total PO2, and O2 beta. Yeah, so if something wrong today, you don't feel comfortable, you don't get to breathe correctly,
Okay, I'm gonna abandon these guys and I'm gonna go over here. Oh my God, I so need this for the new Kiss Go because that thing is just, look at that.
Still like working on the hardware for
Look at that, look at that. Simple, beautiful, easy, and I can just strap on. So I'll be using this for back mount, by the way. Back mount, and we're gonna put on and then I can just drop the Go on it. So wow. Thank you, man. So look at, I was broadcasting that big friends of Cave Adventures is Deep Six. I mean, look at how they stepped up, right? Landon really gave a lot, and they're just been friends forever. I love their reels. If you guys are going to consider getting a reel, I now use this almost exclusively. Number one, it's super light and small, right? Because I like to shove them in my dry suit pocket or my board shorts just to get them out of the way so they're not dangling all over me. And number two, I love this feature. Look, you spin it. You put your fingers right there, right? So if you're firing an SMB, you just... I love that. That's a great feature. And it's all aluminum, and you don't have to, like, you know when you buy your reel, you got to cut off the line so you can feed it through? Already ready to go. So, yeah. This is all their regulators, lots of them. I use this, and then various different back plates, and then you guys know what we think of these fins, hopefully.
Game change. I put them on, I'm like,
Using fins.
Pretty much
All right, and so, it's to celebrate Cave Adventures 20-year anniversary, complimentary little board space for one guest, 10 nights on board in the Bahamas, the 17th to the 27th of October, Reds, Sharks, and Blue Hole. And the winner is... Red ticket,
we're getting
250.
Nice. Awesome. That's so awesome. So are we going to build it? Look at this. You know I can't build that on my own. So in about 10 minutes with his brain, this will be a back mount. And it's just going to be perfect for clipping my Go on. That's the main thing. It's just I need one so badly for that. I pretty much now dive Deep Six. Everything I have is Deep Six. Speaking of Deep Six, they're giving something away. Something's being given away.
Aluminum or steel?
What's better? What do you think?
This is the new aluminum. This is the steel. This is just lighter weight.
I like the feel of this. And it looks cooler, and I'm all about the look. Yeah. I think it looks great. So, you know, I mean, that's Landon of Deep Six. I think his fins are exploding. They're so light, guys. They're just light. Like if you want to back fin kick, they're just like the easiest back fin kick fin I've ever used. I love these. And yeah. So, do you dive Deep Six fins? When they put them on your feet, was it different? Yeah, everybody says that. I don't know. They're the best. That's beautiful. You know, I'm going to use that for the Go. Right now I'm using, I don't even want to say, but that's going to be so much nicer.
You know no one else in the world has it but you, right?
No, I didn't know that, but I love it.
It is your configuration.
It's just awesome.
All day.
It's awesome. Oh my God. That's the first pink of that harness ever to go out, but I'm going to be sporting it all over the friggin' place. I've got to tell you about my favorite diving right now is literally using the Go, the experimental chest mount rebreather. The work of breathing in any position. I've tried backwards, upside down. I tried to make it hard to breathe, and you cannot. And you just clip it on. So you're in like a regular back mount on a boat, and then you just clip this little baby go on, and you jump off the boat. And I like easy. I like cave diving. Don't get me wrong. It's awesome, but it's work, right? I just say it how it is. It's work. You got to practice a lot, regularly. The Sidewinder, amazing in the water. It's a lot to put on. And it needs to be configured by people that know how to configure it for your body, which they do at Cave Adventurers. If you don't configure it properly to fit you, it's difficult. And that's all I can say about that. But I like simple, which is what I'm about to get. Simple.
230.
I told you guys I'm going to be filming like all day. This is going to be the world's record longest broadcast. I hope Woody wins something. You know, I thank you. I would not even, I'm not participating because I don't want to win. I mean, I don't know how to say that. I want other people to win. Just because I already have all the X-Deep stuff. I don't know how to say that. I would like to win a piece of that triple layer chocolate cake. That would be nice. That would be cool.
I don't think they're giving that away though.
No. I'm just happy though. I'm really happy that Ed and Cave Adventurers are getting the recognition they deserve. I am happy about that. You know, they made Mariana. I mean, for divers, we weren't really coming here until that. So it's all about right out there. Hole in the wall, Shangri-La. I did that cave. Oh my head had to be sideways to get through that thing. It's unbelievable. I did that with Medi. JB, of course. I would say that's the main cave. And I don't know. It's just great here. We're going to do question and answer session later for sure. We are. And we will...
246.
It really has evolved, Craig, our channel. And just keeps growing, and it's, thank you. I don't know, it's just awesome. Mark V helmets anywhere? I don't know if they are anywhere.
I've not seen it.
Maybe some people are wearing them out there. You could see Medi's busy with these try rebreather. I know what that's like. We know what that's like. When you're doing a try rebreather session, check out that shirt. I love that. Big Dive Talk fans. I'm about to will you film a little hug out? Because I know they want to hug it out. I'm 59 years old now. I am 59.
Nobody.
Next year I'm going to be 30.
224. Red ticket 224.
The DSMB in the cart.
Okay, yeah,
So anyway,
that's why I'm 21 with 25 years experience.
people are still winning stuff, which is really nice.
Awesome.
That's so nice. Nice win.
That's cheap.
Absolutely, it should. You know what? I literally had so much stuff packed to bring here. Guess how much of it I brought?
0. This much.
Traveling light.
The hat. Okay.
No.
Just what's in between the ears.
258. Red ticket 258.
Oops.
It's all in my
Oh no. It happens.
258.
Going back there anyway. Please. I need a
283.
Somebody winning?
283.
You travel all the way from Atlanta, Woody?
Lana, what do we do? Do you do all that? You put all that on?
Yeah, this is all for you. This
But-
is the setup.
but
so.
do you-
Yeah, I can do it today. We got
Yes.
everything right there.
Yes.
I would not wear that white shirt to do
How about, okay, I'll wear this.
that. That's fresh lending. A little bit of the dye bleach when you first dive it.
Okay.
So I'm saying don't wear the white.
Okay, hold on. Can we do it right now?
Yeah, we do it whenever you want. We can do it now if you want. I'm just changing something.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let her get that, and then we'll do it. Because I want to film you doing it. I'm gonna film Lana and configuring this for me, and that's what I mean. Like configuring all this dive gear is a whole nother I'm not good at that. Like, like configuring new dive gear. Like you get new dive gear, and then the webbing and fitting it right on you and all of that. And the guys that are great at that, it makes a huge difference. Another reason why I like Deep 6, because once he configures that, I'm never touching it again. I can assure you. So anyway, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna configure that in a little while. I'm gonna put this shirt on and I'm gonna configure it. Will you just film for a second?
Yeah,
You're
of course.
live around the world on that.
Fantastic.
I don't want to shoot you up my.
Oh, here, trade me for the camera. Woody. Fulton, Texas hot honey, single source organic honey. Nice.
There you go. Represent.
8549. My ticket 8549.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, you got the cookies.
Custom cookies for Woody.
255.
Pink cookies, of course.
255.
I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna.
He's immodest.
Well,
Filming what's around.
well, we got this.
Landon from Deep 6.
There we go. Well, there we go.
Ed Sorensen in the background.
In the back, where Ed?
Hello.
OGs. OGs all about.
His wife.
Got a tripod.
And Woody's outfitted.
There we go. Change. Represent. Represent.
Guys, it's a training here. I'll tell you that much. And yeah, much better than that.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to be configured. So the configuration master. We filmed the configuration master configuring.
Just learn things.
I'll never do this. They know.
Hey, Ben.
8543. 248. Red ticket 248.
Like, man, I do have a tripod in the car.
All right, a couple more musings. 271.
Get closer in so you can hear what Landon's saying.
Describing to me why I want more webbing on one side than the other.
All right, there we go.
Great to know.
Better audio.
271.
271. 271. Philip, is that yours?
We retract your gift.
Yes. Steel, I will literally not put 1 pound in this. I brought it. Everybody would have been loving to see it go. Oh, yes. Kind of been a as we're
I don't know if anyone's told you guys, but it is really scary.
It's good. I think so. It's just kind of. Hopefully.
214. Red ticket 214.
Oh, thank you.
Bless our thousands, bless through thy womb, Jesus, holy name of the God, reverse down at our forgive.
Get out of ocean free. All right.
I don't think there was any chance I would have ever
215. Is that person here? All right.
height configuration.
Extra large.
So the product is here.
1 inch below flat.
Do me a favor.
210. 210. Hey! Bet you will.
Of course, you know, remember, 29 years old, I can't write. Okay, now I can write it. Did you guys know that? Did you know you should be able to reach back, touch the top of the plate, like that's part of the configuration? So it's great to learn this stuff if you're going to configure your own gear.
All right. 216.
But that makes such a huge difference. Configuring that stuff right, it does, man. If it fits right, you're just like in the water like this. But if it fits wrong, it sucks. Chose pink. A lot of colors. Chose pink. Can't wait for the interviews later. Oh, I have some really controversial stuff. Big questions have been coming our way, and we're going to attack them head on. Like, yeah,
258. 258. 258.
So put yourself kind of like this, right? Like shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah. Remember, I'm gonna have a 5.
292. 292.
Kiss the gun.
I want to see you moonwalk.
I mean, they're like Eds. They're kind of like Eds, sort of, like 1/10 type. That's why you want to like deal with people who know they can do this stuff.
He's such a bad influence.
I mean, these are similar. I would say, you know, they're a 10 of Eds, probably.
278. 278. 278. Walk back this way.
If you want to dive, I'm looking at that cave right now going.
So awesome in there.
Really.
Roger.
The flow right now is like
Come on.
super low. This side out.
To the outside, yeah. You gotta leave one twisted like this so you take some of the tension out. And then with this one, yeah.
All right.
That's it. We'll tighten it up just a
Thing to know.
Alright, what about 260? 260?
This will probably work for you.
Yeah, no, maybe, possibly. 260.
Step 1, fist. Step 2, yoga.
289? 289?
That's good.
Should be doing more yoga. Yes, I love this. It's tiny. I hate reels hanging. I don't care. I don't like it. I want it in my pockets. And then you just, if you're in the ocean, it's got that little silver thing. Having them super light. Really nice.
Waistband on.
I hate donuts.
There you go.
So you're gonna want set right here on the side. Right? Exactly right there. It's a little weird on you right now, but you're not wearing any thermal. So the thermal is going to shut down for about half an inch. You're actually in a perfect position. The buckles, I tend to put the buckles on so they actually come over here when they sit, when you're not wearing anything or you're wearing thin suits. That way, even if you wear out to a dry suit,
This is a lot of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Happening right here. Fort Lauderdale.
well, yeah, so since we're coming between Cave Country and Fort Lauderdale and the beach and dry suit, I try and make stuff adjustable.
225. Oh, it is here. I'm literally coming here next weekend to this guy right
It's going to be a whole separate video of everything another time. Just things to do when you're configuring your gear. Because it's important if you're going to make it fit right.
Man, a lot of places don't like selling mount plates and wings, but you just have to know how to set one up. You know how to set one up and you can trust
Most people don't know how to set up.
All right, last but not least, if you are number 259. 259.
Such good gear.
Guys, just prolonging this. I wish you had the right number.
Because they're divers.
220?
Next guys in Deep 6. I mean, Team 6. The guys are divers. X Deep is really good as well. But Deep 6 stuff is just feels so good.
All right.
A lot, by the way, except
I have 5 license plates not injure me in the attempt to get this. I do like that.
So you want to cut it where the D-ring sits, that way you've got a little extra, so if you wear a thicker harness and you can fit in a thicker suit, it's going to pull the load back here. Okay? That way you'll always have enough. You put you a little piece of inner tube right here and you can tuck it in. Right? So that way you've always got like the inner one, you cut it off too, and you have that one piece inner tube and hold this one in the back and this one on the front. It's simple and easy. That's the only nice. So we use slightly thinner webbing. That's 2 mil polyester. This is a 1 mil, so it's a little bit softer, a little bit thinner, a little bit more comfortable. So let's do that.
If you want cake, provide the cut your cake also.
Put this on. Basically, you got to drop strap on the back, especially on a single. You got to drop the key ring down low enough so you can actually get to it. Up under the thing.
What kind of price?
Those are 350. The plates for 150. The harness kits are about $60. FTA's like $60. You're looking at about like 650, 720, 720, depending on how you
Set up by somebody who knows what they're doing, which is that's really cool. And I keep stressing how important that is. It's so important.
Sorry, bunch of folks on my Facebook group. So like, that's the better, name to the photos,
Yeah, we ship. You get it right here in town. Yeah, I use the softer thin end with the crotch strap. I'm flying easier to deal with.
my deal is down like everything. Number 26. Let's see if you always got the joke there. And now, that's a fun deal.
Oh, nice. What do you got? I got myself for that. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, Woody.
Here we go. All right, I'm getting my
All right,
new present. Very important part of the.
All right, now turn around. I'll let you reach through there and grab that cross.
Man, now this is the part I was excited about. Oh my God, I was so excited. I knew he would jump on that.
Where's your belly button? So take the webbing and do this on it. Put it on the lower pinky, on your bottom finger. Hold it together like this and put this finger in the belly button. Right there. That's it. Let me hold that back.
I mean, that is some detail. Some detail.
Got the skin. You were
Maps.
scootering, right?
I am gonna, yeah, I'll scooter at times in this. So it's back mount, but I'm in the ocean. That's it, right there.
Yep. Yep. Tuck that through here, and then we'll have a loop on the other side that you can trim off some hips and the cross strap. The shoulders should be a little bit loose. You need to be able to get out of them in an emergency, so you need to be able to tuck one hand in and push out, and see you can slide out without having to cut anything. A lot of people, they put these together, they make these way too tight. The diver needs to be able to get out of them underwater. The shoulder straps are really there to keep it from falling backwards, you know, when you get out of the water. All of the stability, it's like a hiking backpack, you know, it's in the hips. You want to center it here and hold it here and shoot it quick.
Yeah, a lot of times I'm not joking, I bend over. Like when I'm putting the sidewalk on, I bend over. But, again,
You like those? Folks that don't want to use an STA, I highly suggest an STA. It definitely improves the stability of the unit. It's very hard to get a tank to sit properly. You know, it always moves a little bit, it rotates of course. Everything is loose and it becomes much better to use an STA because everything is set.
That's what we're going to do. You're doing a great job recording pictures.
I'm a professional.
Of course, I'm behind the camera is way better.
What kind of bottles are you in?
Kind of what? In the ocean.
Or if you want to shift the buoyancy back, you can use the upper. So you can shift it.
I'm helping.
Also, if you're going to use a steel plate, aluminum plate with steel bolts, just a little plastic washer there. That way you don't get this metal contact. Since this is steel on steel.
Gus, you knew that, probably, Gus.
Especially in saltwater, right?
So that part wasn't so bad.
So remember we need to get something to tie this thing over here. Have it right here today, but there you go. You're good. So now let's go back over.
Starting to look like diver. That is diver.
The tanks I'm really happy with because basically a lot of the other ones you see out there, they have like a slidable pad. I really don't like those because they tend to bunch up when you tighten it down. It's hard to get them to run flat. I've sat here and measured these out exactly so they'll fit at like 85s, 80s, and below. The Velcro will line up and it's stitched directly to the unit. And I tend to do it, like, it doesn't really matter so much between your level. Get into it later on.
It's back now. We're diving. And we're going to live in this in the ocean. So minimal. I love the minimal. By the way, this if you're a trigonometry, if you're a calculus genius, you can figure out this next one. Goes there, there, there. But they have the numbering in there, so you kind of can figure out where okay. Yeah. See, otherwise it won't stay tight. That's what he's saying. 0 chance I would do that live and try to do that as quickly as he just did, because I would be looking like an idiot.
Oh yeah, of course. I think there's a bunch in here.
Hey guys, did you love it? Pretty cool, right? How was it? Easy. Especially the trim. I'm going in the opposite direction. Back mount, simple.
Love it.
Deep 6. How he thought about putting all this together. There's a whole thing he could tell you about the regulators and why his are done the way they're done, especially for moving. So Gus and I are just like, why dive anything else? I mean, we know it's so awesome. So I love it, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
See this baby on me in the ocean.
Is it wrong later? We'll chill up and burn the edges.
We're going to do some a little bit of finesse later. Okay, awesome.
We've got the fit set now, and everything's set with so we'll be able to put a couple dives on it, and then if anything settles, we'll readjust. It's pink. We'll get the
Beautiful. Yeah, love it. I'm ready to go too. It's not, because I just hate adding tons of weight all over my body. It's just displaced right around your back. Again, I'll be diving this one. I'll be 99. Cool. Thank you so much. So, anyway.
Hi, everybody. Thank you. That's who filmed right there. Great job. I don't want to forget these and my barbecue sauce. Okay, so when we go back to the shop later, I'm going to do some interviewing with Ed, with Mehdi, and some more stuff like that. It is, so questions are coming up. It's not for it is for a rebreather. It's for a particular type of rebreather. It's for let me turn this around. It's for a chest mount rebreather. So the rebreather is going to sit right here on my chest. It's a new one that I'm using. It is a buoyancy control device that I will wear for using that little bit of rebreather. Exactly, Brandon, you're right. I'm going to use it for the Kiss Go, which is a chest mount rebreather. That is correct. What other questions? Do you have any questions for Landon? Because that would be the guy to answer your questions more than me. Anything you want to know about tech diving gear, his brand, the path to tech diving, stuff like that. Let me scroll because there's been a lot of, it's back plate and wing setup, a different style of BC. Yeah, it is. But I like it because, we dive this at the aquarium, for example. It's so minimal. I love the trim and buoyancy and the back mount wing like this. I personally do.
Training in South Florida, we exclusively use a backplate and wing at the shop. All of our divers start out trim and neutral in the water. You know, like it's a much easier system to get them set up like that. Takes a couple extra minutes to get it tuned to the individual diver, but once they're in the water, it's much easier to get adjusted to and like learn them.
I agree. What else? What else? How long does it take to be comfortable?
I think that really depends on the diver, right?
You know, the more you dive, the more comfortable you'll get, and it just depends. You're going to start off, so pretty much for any diver, you're going to start off in confined water, play around with it, then you'll, South Florida's got some pretty advanced diving, some big, strong current diving.
I definitely think the easiest way to get a diver comfortable in the water, though, is get their equipment configured right.
Yes.
A proper gear configuration is a huge step in learning how to dive. Getting your gear set up properly, getting it comfortable, getting it fitted to you. That's like a very important component of your learning process. A lot of what we do, even at tech diving, is we spend a lot of time configuring equipment. It's all tiny changes and little adjustments to try and get everything tuned perfectly, because the better you can get your gear to fit to you, the easier it'll be to dive in it.
Yes. Do you ship to the UK? Do you ship overseas?
We do.
Yep.
We ship direct.
Yes, they do. And you have a website, right?
Yeah,
So-
deep6gear.com, I think. The 6 is the number, it's not spelled out, but yeah, deep6gear.com.
Deep6gear.com. Yeah.
We also have dealers distributed around the U.S., a lot in Asia. We're working on developing Europe at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. What else? Whoop. Don't mess that up. Let me go here. What's the plate for? The plate? Well, pretty much holds it all together. So look. So number one, look at the webbing, guys. The webbing is connected to the plate, right? And then the plate is connected to the BC. So you can choose. You could be in an aluminum plate, lighter, or you could be in a steel plate, heavier, which is what I chose because I know I'm going to dive it in the ocean, and it's about 5 pounds already, which means I probably won't need any weight. So it just depends upon what you're going to use it for. You could buy both plates, by the way, but then you would have to change your webbing in and out of the plate. You can look it up on a map. We're Alabama state line, like, I don't know, a few miles. Yeah, I mean, I crossed the Alabama line when I came here. Happy birthday, Carl. I don't know how old you are, but happy birthday to Carl. You don't want me to sing, trust me. I have Deep 6 fins and boots. Hope to get rags and a dry suit soon. You guys are making dry suits?
We are. We've got one over here, actually.
All right, yeah, let me show. You're going to be talking a lot to this guy later. He's busy right now, but get ready. Okay, so look. This is their dry suit line. Really nice stuff. Except for the color's orange.
This one has the Apex valves in it. We can get SciTech as well. The SciTech tends to actually be the standard. I use the SciTech. But we can customize it for people who prefer the Apex. The suit is a trial-on suit. We put a pad here so your computer doesn't slip and slide, right?
Oh, nice.
It's also reinforced with Kevlar and extra layering at high wear areas, so elbows, wrists, waistline, crotch, because you have scootering, it always pulls and wears on the knees as well. Protective cover on the zipper, metal zipper is standard. You can order them with silicone or latex seals and like a quick neck. This one does not have the quick neck yet. But I use the quick neck in mine so I can change the neck seal.
So do I. Yeah, there's like a ring. What he's saying is there's a ring in it, so you just pop the ring out. Same with the wrist seals. Do you make them either way?
I actually use ovals in mine. So
Okay.
I use the silicone ones. I love the fit of those. They're soft.
Me too.
Pliable. I'm not a huge fan of the latex. But look, a lot of guys like these for the durability.
Yeah. It's great.
You have your shoulder dump over here. It's got a telescoping torso, so you can loosen it and widen it so you can get it over your head. So then when you get it down, you can tuck it back in so it doubles over some. And you got a cross strap that you can tighten up to help take some of the tension. The pockets, Chris and I are both enormous size outsiders, so we didn't like the pockets being directly on the sides, so we moved them around to the front a little bit so they don't interfere with our side mount.
Oh.
So where your
Okay.
hands naturally rest, they sit there.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
They sit a little bit like right here on the front, so where your hands would naturally go in.
Okay, smart. Yep, really durable. So these got the little outer pockets, of course, and then it's got the big.
Yeah, big, huge inner
Plenty.
pocket, double side, retention to the flip stuff too, flat pocket. P-valve on this one is using the Cytec. We also have the Ursu as an option and the Light Monkey. This one comes with tech boots. So it's a partially neoprene boot. There is a harder boot that you can get that's more rubberized if you want something thicker, but I like these for the ankle flexibility. You can also get it with socks. You get it with socks, and then you can wear any hot boot that you want to.
Oh, nice.
I find these boots to be pretty durable, but this is the kind I actually like on there. I like the woody. I like the silicone seals instead of.
Me too. Me too.
We can customize it a little bit. We do have black instead of orange color for the ladies. We ordered a lot of pink for you if you want one too, right? We've got the pink in it.
Is he indirectly calling me a lady? Could be. I know. I'm just joking. I'm joking around.
More men order the pink than the women.
That's hilarious.
And everything else.
Yeah, because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Nice.
I use pink rags for my stage rags.
They're so good looking. Look, he's got his masks here.
But yeah, I use the pinks a lot of time for my stages.
Yeah. He's got his pressure gauges. I mean, they got a whole line of great gear. Anyway.
All of the dry suits are made to measure. We don't do
Okay.
normal standard stock sizing. Every one of them come made to measure. So you have a measurement sheet that you build out. It's got like 35, 40 different measurements on it. You can even do a photo measurement where you set the exact height for the camera, take a picture with a scale in the background, and then measure body outline contours and help cut it to fit that.
Yeah,
We don't
important.
do standard sizing. Everyone's custom ordered. Everyone's custom.
Yeah, that's so important, man, because you want your dry suit fitting properly. It's nothing worse than a baggy, non-proper fitting dry suit. And now you should take a class. If you're going to order a dry suit, you should take a dry suit class. I'm always going to add that on Dive Talk, like get properly trained, because dry suit diving is completely different than diving in a wetsuit. That's all. You probably already know that, but yeah. And I could smell the bug spray. We're gonna get another Ed video later. So he's just saying you can email them, go to the website. They pretty much respond. Everything's available 24/7. You're gonna respond on weekends, and I promise you're gonna love their gear. All right, man. So back down to the water for a second. I just want to film these guys in that experience, and then I'm gonna cut off for a little while because I'm gonna go eat, and then when we later say hi, very famous people here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna interview him later because he has a lot of really important things to tell people. So let's go down in the water so you guys can see what's going on here. I love that they're doing this. Try, kiss, Sidewinder. It's getting all configured. Looks good. Simple. Maddie's doing his 198th try kiss Sidewinder today. It was really hard to fit it on me. Nobody could do it until I came here. And they were like, we promise we can do it. And it fits perfect now. But it makes it right. If it's not configured right and not on your body right, it's a huge difference.
I try to explain all my students that I take diving and diving training. It's a little bit like a house of cards. You need to have a solid base in order to start building stuff on top of it. If your base is weak, everything will going over there.
And that is so super important. You hear us say that all the time, right? You want your gear to help you, not make it harder, because you're going to have plenty to learn and plenty to deal with.
Oh yeah.
Just from the cave environment itself, So your gear cannot be another item that's not helping you, is what Medi's saying. Take it from me. It's hard. I find cave diving to be hard. It's a challenge. You have to stay proficient and practice. But once you get it and it happens and you hit that moment where everything's fitting you, it's like, oh, it feels so good.
That's
it
exactly
really,
it.
especially with the DPV on. I mean, it matters. Trim, buoyancy, propulsion, but your gear configuration is
The key.
I think it's the key. I mean, it just makes a big difference. So anyway, but these guys are already loving it, you know, and they're just jumping right in the gear immediately, and people are already loving it. So, all right, we're gonna walk down the water with them and watch this live in action. All right, here we go. Let's watch them enter the water for the first time. Hope the loop is closed. I can't help myself. Because I'm gonna tell the world right now. Do you think I've ever gone in with the loop open?
I have. Once.
One time. Uno, because you know what you have to do? Get out while everybody's all ready and ready to go cave diving, and you have to redo your entire gear, which sucks. So you don't want to flood the loop. That's what we're saying. Here we go. Let's see what's going on. See, he's checking that right now. Very smart to check. I've done that. It's a nightmare.
Oh yeah, like people going in with dry suits open.
Oh, just. Okay, so that's it. You just checked it. You checked that, and this is a staging area, which is great. And see, it's really nice that the way they have this set up, that you can kind of have all your gear right there, especially putting your tanks on. And God, it makes me want to go cave diving right now with Medi so badly. Cave diving with this guy is the best. But anyway. Okay. People are configuring, chilling out in a way. It's pretty cool. I know the feeling. How is it? Cold. Take the full plunge. One quick, just knock it out. Let's film that. Oh my goodness, she did. And how is it? Okay, it's cold. It's about 68 to set. Probably here it's probably a little warmer because it's the top. Oh, so 71, you're at the top of the cavern, so it's a little warmer right here. You know, it's getting sunlight. Look at all these amazing tech divers doing their thing. It's awesome. Wow, so this is the first time he's been, I just heard both side mount and rebreather all at once. Brand new experience. It's like a fire hydrant being opened in your mouth, for lack of a better word. I don't know. That's Woody's crazy brain, but I want you to know you look like right now you're the most amazing cave tech diver in the world. I'm just saying. So you got that going for you. If you can train with this guy right here, do it. That's Medi. That's all I can say. I would highly, highly, highly recommend that. I mean, world-class good. And I've trained with a lot of people, my opinion, which isn't always, you know, valued. Yep, you do want to come here, Osh. Save up, make a trip here one day. It's amazing. There's a lot of cave systems in here. And if you haven't been here, I would hire one of them to take you through them. I wouldn't just fly through these. You know, these Florida caves can have a lot of flow. They're advanced caves. In my opinion, they're advanced caves in Florida. Although the flow I heard today is really low, which is When I did my DPV training with Medi, the flow was like blowing me back to the surface. So it's high, but you get what you get. You have to be able to handle any of the circumstances that it gives you. And you don't know. The weather can dictate that.
It's very low right now.
Nice.
I can back kick into the cave that low.
That doesn't mean anything. You can back kick into anything. The rest of us humans can't. So I don't really credit that as anything, right? You know, it's like, okay, well, we can't.
The flow's not bad.
But the flow is not bad today. I'm seeing, I think those are X deep fin. Are you wearing those deep 6 fins under there?
Mine? These are Ghost Sports.
Okay, they look like it. Everybody's got,
Yeah, just make sure it's working, you're happy with it.
I think that was the Liberty that just came out. Really, really nice. People are loving that Liberty side mount unit. I'm hearing. I've never dove it. I want to try it with you at some point for sure. I've never been on it, but people love it.
The more I dive in, the more I love it. Everybody asks me like, which one do you prefer?
Yeah.
I can't give a fair answer because I've got 600 hours on the Sidewinder and only 150 on the Liberty. So
Okay.
Sidewinder is just an extension of me at that point.
Yes.
But the more I dive the Liberty, the more I love it. And the ultimate goal, we've done the two together.
So really, that's what you're working towards, dual rebreather.
I want to have a good solid amount of hours on the Liberty before I pair it to the Winder.
Okay.
I gave myself like 200 hours on the Liberty and then I put them together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that what he's saying is, I just want to clarify, he's going to be using it for a dual rebreather. Think about the redundancy that gives him. 2 rebreathers in the cave is a lot of extra redundancy. Here's a chest mount rebreather, a really good one, by the way. This is made by Dive Right, and it is, people love it, I can tell you right now. Very highly regarded. And basically he's just going to strap that right to his chest. And yeah, it's I hear nothing but greatness on that. I haven't dove it myself, but everybody that does loves it. Wow. There you go. Straps it up high, which is nice. Lifts it up for him. And, you know, tech diving takes some time to get ready. And you should take your time. You should do it right like these guys are doing. You know, you want everything right at this point here. Not when you're 2,000 feet back in a cave and realize I should have configured it different. They'll do their checks. They're going to probably do a high and low PO2 check when they go underwater. Then they'll typically check again the high read of the PO2 when they get to 20 feet in the cave to make sure it reads high. It should be 1.6 or close to it at that point. So you want to check all of that stuff before you go flying out into the cave.
Diving that deep, we're going to stay like 50 feet. We can pull that button as much as we want. Here by your hip on your bit, you got your diluent manual valve. Those are from ADV, which is an automatic diluent valve. That's going to help you in the beginning if you get to the point where you empty your loop through your nose, like you want to ascend, you're going to get some gas go out. Did it too much, instead of getting that breathing out of an empty bag feeling and nothing coming, that's going to act like a second stage and it's going to deliver diluent into your loop so you can breathe nice and easy. You're fine. The only downside of that is it's adding diluent, so the PO2 might drop a little bit. Okay? Not a big deal.
See, he brings oxygen down. He'll ditch that oxygen tank at 20 feet. So if he has to bail out, and he needs to deco off the rebreather, he'll have 100% oxygen at 20 feet, which will obviously accelerate that deco time tremendously. So everybody's going to bring their typically 40 cubic feet of oxygen down to 20 feet and clip it off. That's why he has the O2 tank right there in the front, easy to clip right off and go. He's got his reels, minimum of 2 for safety. One's a safety reel, one could be a jump reel. Not sure what these guys are doing, but see, everybody has 2. You can see 2 on his back as well. He's got his cookies, his arrows. There's a certain minimum amount of cave gear that everybody carries. 3 lights minimum, cutting device, cookies, arrows, reels, spare mask, wet notes. That's like standard, absolutely every cave dive I have. Yes, they are in, this is Jackson Blue. We're in Mariana, Florida on the Mill Pond. We call this cave JB. It is a huge spring system. There's probably 4 or 5 or more caves in this system.
I want you guys to walk through belly now. So belly now, you're gonna shut the DSB. All the way. Yeah. Out of the mouth. Grab that second stage. Breathe in. Yeah. And if you think about it, we want to close that O2 off. Otherwise, it's going to keep feeding O2 into the loop, and then you're going to get very, very floaty. Yeah. Okay. So now we want to go back on the rebreather, move that second stage, tuck it under our chin. Before we open the DSV, we're going to blow because there will be some remaining water. Yeah. And then you can open the loop. Open the O2 again, forget about that breather, and then give you a little bit of oxygen so you have something to breathe. Yeah, there we go. Let's go with it.
How are you?
That's pretty much what we're going to do, all right? I'm going to do it and close the loop and come back to normal. I'm going to gear up. First thing first, we're going to inflate our wing and just float on our bellies here at the surface and just get to the breath.
Oh, I agree with you, Ash. I love my rebreather for wreck diving. It's awesome for wreck diving.
Feed gas to us. Here we become that mechanism. We need to push the gas around. Yeah. So breathing could feel a little bit more harder. Yeah. Yeah. But here you are kind of in upright position. Let's think about what gas is.
Hey, Eric, I'm going to discuss the journey to get to rebreather diving later, but definitely side mount. Definitely side mount.
If you go head down,
Yes, you can absolutely 100% get narked on a rebreather. The rebreather extends your gas. It doesn't have anything to do with being narked. The type of gas you're breathing in the loop will dictate whether or not you get narked. So we would add helium to the amount that you want to be narked. In other words, we calculate how narked do you want to feel based on the dive that you're doing, will enable you to determine how much helium that you need. There's the Cave Adventurer's master configurer right there, Patrick. He's awesome. I love that helmet, by the way. I'm mainly focused on her pink helmet. That is a beautiful helmet, I must say. I mean, the diver's beautiful, but the helmet is especially gorgeous. Okay, so that was a cool briefing these guys got. They got a briefing on basic operations and bailout. I love the bailout part. Yep, but they know how to bail out, right? They're gonna. I doubt they're gonna go past like 20 feet, is my guess.
like 15, we're just going
Okay.
to loop around in front of the cavern and come back out.
Yeah, so they could basically, if they're only going to that depth, they could use O2 the whole time. They could just hit the O2 button. They can't mathematically go beyond probably at 15 feet. I don't know. Probably 1.4-ish or 1.5 PO2. It'd be difficult to go. I mean, at 20 feet, you're going to be at 1.6 maximum. So you're safe. In other words, Medi's keeping them that no matter what button they hit, they're safe. They're safe in terms of their PO2. And that's a great way to do the try rebreather. They're in the cavern zone, so they stay in the light zone. Oh, he's doing the Liberty. Cool. Nice. Oh, we were just talking about the Deep 6 dry suit. Look at that. There it is. I like the pink one.
You're too kind.
She got in that like maybe that's the one.
That's brand new?
What?
The dry suit? No?
No,
Because I know you had some issue with your previous one.
same one. I just had the zipper replaced.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, some issues.
You put that on like you've done that 1,000 times, by the way.
Hot out here. I'm ready to get in.
I know, for sure. I'm usually soaking wet inside my dry suit when I get in here because not from the leaking, but I'm sweating. And then it's the moment, it's just like, I get in right here and I'm usually like, okay, hold on guys. I need like 3 minutes of just chill. And that really is important. I've told you guys that. Like when you get in this staging area, we take our time. Here at Cave Adventures, you're gonna do drills. You're gonna lower your PO2, you're gonna raise your PO2. We're gonna do a little bubble check. We're gonna make sure the unit is working and everything looks good on each other right here in 5 feet of water where it's totally safe. Because, you don't wanna be messing with that back in a cave, inside the cave zone.
Where you at? Where's your own? Like, green your sign right now.
Have a little bit of, be a little
Yeah, this is like a first. This is like an all-day live, which I haven't done before, but I said, you know what? For Cave Adventures, we're going to be live a lot. And I don't hide it. Like when I'm partial to a particular...
You've been live the whole time?
I can't... Yeah, I'm not. I've been live forever. Because, I just believe that at this level of training, guys, it's really important to get amazing training. This is like the NFL. We're going to the NFL. There's an NFL player right there. He totally configured my gear. Because I definitely could not without them. And that matters. We keep telling you that. The configuration on the Sidewinder is so important.
Which ones?
It's just such a nice area to, get ready in here, by the way. Just great. You got the platform there. Oh, I want to hear the response. Hold on. Oh, he was polite. Wow. I was expecting.
Which one of yours, baby? Which one of yours?
This is that cool look at that little baby. Isn't that nice? Look at how small that little new deep sea craft DPV is. I haven't used it. Yeah, so there's the little stage. I call it a staging area, but it's so nice to have your tanks sitting there. Takes the weight off of them. And this is your standard get ready, check everything area. And I believe you just take your time. Make sure everybody's good. Very important.
That's a Patty specialty. Monocle diving.
One thing that is interesting is what they're doing for weighting. They're probably just having everybody in the same weighting, I believe. Oh.
Hello, Woody.
Hello. Looking all techie. Nice. Just talked about that exact dry suit a second ago that he's in. That's a deep 6 dry suit.
Or, as Janet would say,
Yeah, they seem big, but they're really not that big. Like, I use this particular DPV. I was trained on this Seacraft. Look at this little baby version of it, and they're supposedly like really, really good and fast and so forth. I don't know all the details, but I hear nothing but good.
I'm trying to get this one. I was coming up through the harness.
Any specific cave that you want to dive outside of Florida? Yes, there are. There's like hundreds. I'm a baby cave diver, man, compared to a lot of the guys here. I mean, there's hundreds of caves around the world I want to dive. I am going in December back with Brian. You know, I'm a big Brian K. Cook fan with Gus back to the Crystal Caves. I love the Mexican caves, but I mean, gosh, the Abacus, the Crystal Caves are just, I can't even describe how beautiful they are. So I will be going back there in December. They are like beautiful beyond words, honestly. But you really got to have you got to be side mount. You got to be a side mount diver or a side mount rebreather diver for a lot of the places in the Crystal Caves, because those crystals are like right above you. You need nothing on your back. If you're going to go to some of the more spectacular areas, it would be preferred that it's side mount and nothing on your back. I would not want to go there without being on a side mount rebreather, namely the Sidewinder, for me anyway. Yeah, just enjoy letting you guys see the experience of them getting ready, and that group over there. Talk about how afraid Americans are. The Russians in chat says Russians are less afraid. I'm not big on that kind of discussion, David. You notice what I do is ignore anything that has to do with ego or who is better when it comes to diving. I run away from that, because what I do know is we are all human beings, and we're entering an environment that will kill you, easily kill you. So whatever. I'm the wimpiest diver in the world. I just know that you have to stay proficient and respect these environments and respect the experts all the time. So whatever. If they think they're the bravest and the best, I would automatically say, great, congrats. I don't care. Ego is a good way to get killed, and there should be no ego. Like, get rid of this in the tech diving cave world. Like, I don't care. It doesn't impress me. What impresses me is people that are humble and are taking their time and getting proper instruction. Now that impresses me. That impresses me. Yeah, they probably are getting me to bite. I haven't been biting because I don't care. I could care less. I think we're all should be helping each other as cave divers and learning from each other, and people have different techniques, sharing ideas, helping each other grow. I'm not that good of a cave diver. I would call myself probably, I don't know, not very good, constantly having to practice. And I'm a little out of practice right now, to be honest.
while Woody is live streaming, I'm showing her later.
The cenotes are beautiful in Mexico. There's all different levels, all different decorative cenotes. for me, and I'm not that experienced of cave diver, I keep saying that, the prettiest personally that I've ever seen are with Brian in the Abacos. I just, when my eyes saw, when Brian showed me stuff in those crystal caves, I just, wow. So there they go. They're going down and together, right under that little area is where they enter the cavern zone, like underneath the diving board kind of area would be best way to describe it. And then there's a sign under there. It's the Grim Reaper sign. It's famous for caves to separate the cave zone from the cavern zone, which typically means that you are now leaving the light zone. So beyond that, there's no natural light and you're going into the cave, which is in every cave that has been explored, you'll see that Grim Reaper sign. But this is just a great area. I've had a lot of great memories here, I could tell you that.
Can we steal 30 seconds from you while you're live?
Yeah.
Sheena would like a selfie.
Selfie
Hold
bomb.
on, let me film a selfie in action.
Also,
I filmed a selfie.
I'm going home. I love you. Hi, Dive Talk.
Thank you.
See ya. Be careful. I love you.
Yeah, so those guys are under in their Rebreather, which is kind of cool. Patrick, he right there, he basically, he does everything at Cave Adventures, runs the shop, configures gear, really masterful on the Sidewinder.
If you need a hand, you're doing good.
And
Did you get a nice cool off? Yeah.
how was it? Cold? The first one? It's chilly.
Cold the first time, but then it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah? Nice.
Oh, yeah. It's too hot out here.
Yeah. Especially when you're in a dry suit, man, you just cannot wait to plunge in there. That is for sure. Okay, let's see. Some kids discovered Google Translate. Oh, okay.
I haven't done the climbing yet, like that's because I've always done both.
Yep, I'm only addressing questions that are real, that are related to if you want to learn or you want to ask experts questions or things of that nature, then we will definitely address them. I am going to pause in a little while and then eat, and then definitely want to have an opportunity to interview those guys back up at the shop later. And that's what's going on. Let's see.
Yeah, I've been trying to go at least once a week.
Thank you. I'm glad it has inspired you. There's a lot of people on from all over the world right now. That is so cool. Wouldn't it be cool if you could do a live stream while you're cave diving? Yeah, you can to a certain depth. I use like this case that my iPhone will go in and it will get signal to a certain depth. And it just depends where. The signal's not great here, but in high springs, like Jenny Springs, you can go pretty far back and get signal on your iPhone and film live in the caves.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
As I said, yes, you absolutely. Rebreather doesn't have anything to do with getting narked or not. It has to do with gas extension. Getting narked has to do with the type of gas you're using. And we calculate that. We call it an END, equivalent narked depth. How narked do you want to be? Then we can tell you what level of helium to use depending upon your depth. That's how we do it. Okay. All right, man. I'm gonna go eat, and
You're staying tonight, right?
Yeah.
I will.
We'll all go out tonight.
I'll come back a little later. Okay. So, Terry, do you know where the food is? Is there food? Okay. So I'm gonna go to the food truck and eat before I.
Barbecue, double check if it's beef or pork.
I thought they have burgers.
They may have burgers also.
I don't eat pork.
They have
That's for
burgers,
sure.
Then I can eat.
Yeah, let's go eat. All right, so we're gonna take a break. Definitely gonna get some ed time, everybody. I'm gonna wait. We're definitely gonna get some ed time. Very much, a lot of ed time, but we're gonna wait. I want to do that when it's a little quiet, He's not being bombarded. We have a lot of discussions that I want to have with him to answer a lot of stuff that's out there. And I can't wait for that, always. So that will be happening, okay? So for now, I'll see you guys later. Terry and I are going to eat, and then we will be back. If I can figure out how to actually end this. Oh, I know how.
The end button.
That.